Well, now, surprise, surprise, right in your eyes. Sneak peek number 1. It's here, right on schedule. Let's get to it. So, as they say, some are here, some are there. Well, we got summer days, and it is here upon us. So, first starting clip there, we got an ice cream cone with sprinkles on it, and then we got a chocolate cone in the right hand, and you got Mr. Quicksilver popping up behind Miss Silk. Yes, that is Silk, and she's got this kind of like this lifeguard situation going on, right? She's a little covered up, right, as opposed to Enchantress. She was revealing a little bit more, but either way, I'm fine with it. And then we got Quicksilver here rushing up behind her. It looks like his eyes should focus up a little bit more. I don't know. What is that man looking at there? That is pretty funny. He's just right to it. Right to it. He plays no games, wastes no time. So some people are actually speculating that Silk's uniform is going to be the paid uniform and Quicksilver is going to be the crystal cost because Silk is paying for the ice cream cones. Now, I don't know. I'm not going to say whether or not that's the case. I guess you can give some credence to that, but I wouldn't put much stock in that actually being the case just based on that information right there. It's a theory, though. It's a theory. All right, we at least got to check out what they have to say on the forums, right? Maybe give us a little more information other than what's already there. I don't know how much more we can actually collect, though. I actually haven't read this yet, so let's go on and read it. It says, vacation is the word for summer. Yeah, I suppose that's a word that's associated with summer. I mean, I go on, right, Christmas vacation, Easter vacation. You could have vacation anytime, right? Not just summer, but sure. Did you know that superheroes go on vacations too? Sure, yeah, that's nice. That's nice, real nice. I mean, if I was a superhero, I'd go on vacation myself. Check out these superheroes enjoying their break while remaining ready for action. Enjoying ice cream cones, vacation at the beach, and we see the ice cream cone, we got the sneak peek, and then it says, have a splash in time with these superheroes. Okay, even Quicksilver and Silk are due for a little R&R, right? They can go on vacations too when they're not saving the world. I suppose they could let Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch take over for a bit. All right, let's see what they actually have to say on Twitter here. Here it is. Okay, so they say here, these superheroes and supervillains of Marvel Future Fights V730 update know how to take a break when it's needed. Cool? Question mark? Effortlessly. Okay, so I mean, they're basically telling us all that we need to know. I actually went through the sneak peek now that I got some information from you guys from the last sneak peek, doing the comma and period button, right? You can just skip frames. That's absolutely fantastic. I didn't know that before, but now that I do, I'm going to use that. That's my superpower. I can just chop through videos like nobody's business with the comma and period button. So as it seems, it doesn't appear like there's any other information to be gained other than we got summer uniforms for Quicksilver and Silk here. So I'm really glad. I have to say, I'm really glad that Silk is actually getting a uniform. Hopefully, we can see this trend for the rest of the characters, the rest of the trash tier awakened characters that got awakened but never got a uniform, right? And I mean, so we have Silk, Heimdall, Sif. Well, not so much Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler got a uniform, but he's still trash. They should have did him. They should have did him better than that. As a matter of fact, right before this, like 10 minutes before this, I went ahead and I awakened Sif. Only because of the requirements, I'm like not getting the one puzzle piece like every single time just from her. It was her and Ant-Man. So I went ahead and I tier 3'd Ant-Man and I awakened Sif here. And I planned on doing America Chavez. America Chavez, I guess, I haven't tested her yet, but I guess she has some alliance, she has some like PvP alliance conquest value there. But all the other characters, right? My point is, we have Silk, Sif. I just awakened her. Hopefully she gets something as well. Heimdall, and then I think it's just Nightcrawler at this point. But I'm glad that she's getting something, right? Because They got the character, they got transcended, but you know, we always see them in the requirements for story mode, but you don't want to awaken them because we don't get a whole lot of awakening crystals in the game, right? You can't just awaken every single character, and why would you want to awaken them just for that one spot if they're not going to do anything else but just fill that requirement right there? It just doesn't make sense. So hopefully we see them, well, we see Silk just as much as we have been. Or, you know, it's going to be funny, right? This uniform's going to make her super OP, but we're never going to see her in the story mode requirements anymore. We're just going to see, they're just going to narrow it down to the characters that are still just terrible. And they're probably going to throw America Chavez into that list there. Yeah, I started ranking her up too. I was going to awaken her. But I think I'm definitely going to awaken her. I mean, every Summer Days uniform that we've seen so far has been very, very good. I mean, even Enchantress, right? Her uniform is very good, right? It increased her her leadership, her debuff leadership when World Boss was still all defense down type situation. But even aside from that, you know, if she had the ability to be awakened, I'm sure she would be very, very good. She's still strong as it is. It's just characters that aren't awakened or tier 3, their value just kind of plummets no matter really how good they are, unless it's for just like Alliance Conquest stuff, right? And then we got my boy Pedro here. Man, I can't tell you how many times I've built this guy and then ripped this build off. Like talking about pretty much Odin's Blessings, Forged Energies. I've done it at least 3 times. At least 3 times. One of the reasons was because of the agility, right? The agility tag, stage 40 for null, and then, you know, I realized he couldn't do it. But I'm actually really, really glad he's getting this, and I actually just made the video talking about the requirements and all the best teams for null, and could probably add him to that list, right? Stage 40 for agility. He's got the agility tag. Man, I was really, really hoping for a universal Mal. Who knows? We could still see something, right? This is only sneak peek number 1, and it's just giving us the Summer Days uniforms. We always see something else, right? We're gonna be seeing other things. So I think the debate now is just who's going to be the crystal cost and who is going to be the paid cost, right? With the tokens, where you spend the money and you get the tokens, that sort of thing. And keep in mind, ranking up Quicksilver. You rank him up with BAM. Well, you rank up his uniform with BAM, and just his character in general. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't have it all the way ranked up, so I actually could check. And yeah, if you look, it's actually BAM, because I think people now want to hold on to those mutant materials. When mutant materials were just like, you were selling your mutant materials when you were a cat because you had nothing else to do with them. Now they're a very sacred material. So at this point, I think the question maybe for a lot of people that don't have Quicksilver or Falcon will be, who should I tier 3, right? Well, Falcon's going to be an 800 CCF character, and then Quicksilver is 1.5 times the cost. He's not the full two times cost. He's 1.5, so he's not as expensive as somebody like Thanos, but he's a little bit more expensive than Falcon, right? He's 1200 CCF. That sort of thing, and it just uses more materials to actually rank up. Well, that's going to depend on whether or not you can actually buy the uniform, if it actually costs money, if this one costs money or crystals, and if he's actually just good or not, right? We won't know until we actually get the uniform, which is going to be in short order. Man, like I said, I was really hoping for Universal Mal, but I do love Quicksilver. I'm a huge, like I said, I built him up 3 different times, and I only took his build off because, he's better utilized in Alliance Conquest, and he doesn't necessarily need Odin's Blessings and that sort of thing to actually perform on AC. He works so well with the Greed. I mean, you give him any Greed, Authority, Regen, and he'll smash. Even with a PvE build, he's still very good. So I'll be finishing this guy off. I'm actually really excited about it. Let me know what you guys think of the update here, and whether or not you're happy that it's Silk and Quicksilver. I know, a really strange combination, right? Like I tried looking to see if they had any appearances together, if they had any type of affiliation in the comics. I couldn't find anything. Maybe there's something hidden down there, you know, hidden that just isn't real mainstream or popular, but I certainly couldn't find it. Let me know if I'm missing something. But yeah, you already know, guys, I'll be testing this stuff out and bringing it to you first. So you better stay tuned. You stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there now. Peace.